Alright, hello degenerates and welcome to another critique stream. I am Dawangthang and today we only have two sets planned to be looking at so far. I'm not sure if you guys have any more sets that you guys want to submit. If you do, please share it to me inside the Twitch chat right now. Post it on Discord, post it on Twitter. I'll be able to find those more easily. So the two that we've got set up for you guys today, they both happen to be dot cut ones again. We're going to be looking at Sekai Doggo, and we're also going to be looking at Koshi. So Koshi I haven't seen play in this game yet, so that's definitely going to be interesting by the time we get to him. Sekai Doggo, if you remember, he was one of the dot cuts to actually get his hands on the game early. He lives in South America, so that's where it was released early. So got his hands on it early, showed us a lot of like the good initial gameplay footage of what Duck Hunt could do in this game. So definitely he's one of the main pioneers for Ultimate for now. Definitely I'm interested to see what he's been doing now. He was a very good player in Smash 4. Hopefully I hope to see him continue get better in this game as well. I think he did well at this tournament, if I remember. Oh yeah, he definitely did. He got to losers finals in this one. If I remember correctly, Sekai Doggo himself is from Chile, so same scene that Zero was originated from. But in this case, yeah, let's see what he's able to do. So he's gonna be fighting a villager. So this was always a pretty fun matchup back in Smash 4. Just because there's a lot of ways that villager would just kind of kill himself, and that was kind of hilarious. Oh, this is actually gonna be a while. And the game kind of devolved into a large camping fest, but the way that it sort of worked out, that's not exactly what happened. Depending on how well the villager and the duck hunt do the matchup, will determine how aggressive they could be. So one thing that you need to know is that pocketing can in this matchup is extremely deadly for both people. So like, let's say Duck Cup runs up and shields as you throw out the can, or the explosion hits you when you land. When Villager tosses out the can, the second that can touches anything, a person or ground, platform, anything at all, it's going to immediately explode. And on Villager, it kills him at 60%. Duck Hunt's about the same weight now, so it also kills him at 60% too. So extremely early, extremely potent. You got to be super, super careful when using that move. But if you can use it correctly, for you, or if your opponent uses it against you, then you're just going to absolutely demolish them. The other thing too is Villager wants to pocket specifically the gunman. It's a super quick projectile, and if you pocket the sombrero or orange coat or black coat, or a sombrero and orange coat, you can basically kill Duck Hunt at like 110. You can kill him extremely early. So as a villager in this game, that's a projectile you're really going to be wanting to pocket. Probably more so than Can, just because Can is such a hit or miss thing. It's like either you get a big reward or you're just going to get bodied. So if you want consistency, go for pocketing the gunman. But if you want to go big, go for pocketing the Can. Make sure you learn those setups though, because otherwise like you're just going to blow yourself up and it is not going to look pretty. So for now, let's check and see what we have here with Sekai. So starting off on Town and City. I just realized this thing actually has zero music on it, so we'll put on good old vanilla carrying us through. Wait. I just realized I can't hear. I'm an idiot. There we go. I had my headphones turned off. That's why I couldn't hear anything. Okay, now I hear stuff. All right, let's go back right to here. Oh wow, I'm surprised he was able to get that out on media. Right, let's go back to the very beginning. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Sekai opted not to start off with any type of setup at all, which I find a little bit interesting. I feel like you generally want to start off with like a little bit of a projectile setup, but right now he's getting all the damage. He's putting all the pressure on Villager, and he's making sure that Villager can't use any of his projectiles against him, which is definitely very important. Ooh, okay, good on him for parrying the Lloyd Rocket, but in that type of instance, Villager is still gonna have frame damage. But there, he parried both the Lloyd Rocket and the. Oh Jesus, he's got perfect timing on that parry. He's gotten caught by one of those. Yeah, so one big change that happened in this matchup was that oh no, you couldn't get that one. You had to, I think at that point you just had to up air him. Oh wow, okay, that's interesting. So you can parry the Lloyd Rocket and then just get an F smash off of it, depending where Villager is. So definitely one of the things that you need to do in this matchup is when you have the can, just pester Villager when he's off stage, because he doesn't have a hitbox when he's recovering. and you can absolutely demolish. You can absolutely demolish his recovery now, just because Can is that much stronger this time around. Ah, yeah, he missed that second one. He missed the buffering on that one properly. He definitely could have linked that second clay pigeon to get that up air. So in this case, actually, throwing out clay pigeon like this isn't the worst matchup in the world to do it for. Main reason being is you're gonna be able to automatically blow up that Lloyd rocket. The other thing too is if the clay pigeon gets close enough and he tries to like slingshot it, then that's just gonna straight up kill him. But yeah, no, just look at that. He's just parrying all those Lloyd rockets and then just immediately getting an attack in there. I want him to follow the villager's path a little bit better. He may be able to get something like a... Oh, wow, that was so deep. No, yeah, you couldn't do that. Yeah, at the Lloyd rocket, I want him to go for like a better punish off of it, because I definitely feel like there's something there. Oh, that was unfortunate. I want to get that can out there before those balloons really came out, but just kind of got bodied by that. The thing is, like, he doesn't need to be going this hard off stage when he can just rely on his can to do the job, all the work. And he's just put himself, like, in danger every single time. So I definitely don't agree with the way that he's playing off stage right now. Yeah, Fair's not going to do it. It's like, Sekai had all these opportunities to kill Lock-On, but he just kind of ignored all of them. I'm just going to call him Lock-On for now. The other thing, too, is at 200%, you could definitely up the villager and he's going to die. For a lightweight character like him, 180 should be a pretty reliable percent. Oh, God, that was so scary. Nah, the tree was in the way, so that clay pigeon would have been a little bit hard to get. I think he could have gotten it, but I wouldn't have felt too comfortable about it. I wonder if he was trying to parry that nair. Part of me kind of doubts it. Ooh, that was a really good frame trap right there if I lock on. Okay, you can roll out of that. Yeah, no need to take that at all. You could even shield grab that. Because the thing is, like, he's not pushing you any farther away. He's staying in place. Ooh, okay, that was a good mix-up there. It's like I wasn't really ready to react to that grab. So Sekai's doing a good job of maintaining that stage control. So like I think that was the main reason why Sekai really lost this first game, is just because like he just gave up so much stage control whenever he tried to just go off stage and edgeguard lock on. And like in the neutral for the most part, Sekai was winning. But like ever since he started going off, then he just kind of started getting his own head and just rushed in like pretty poorly. Ooh. Yeah, lucky that lock on didn't really catch on to that air dodge. I'm actually surprised that didn't break it. Yeah, that jab's going to be the odd thing that we have. Yeah, and then a gunman no longer shoots through the tree, and that's huge, because before we could just break villagers camping with gunmen, and it was super easy. But, you know, one gunman, one clay pigeon, I'm pretty sure we break... oh, that was bad. Yeah. One gunman, one clay pigeon, I'm pretty sure we break tree at this point. Oh. Yo, Chase Infinitely, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so the main things that he did was he was just too risky off stage, and that literally cost him the entire set right there. Like there was no reason for him to die that early. There's no reason to put himself in such a risky position. Just use the can, because the can will literally kill him at like 140, and there's not really too much you can do about that. And the other thing too is like Villager is really good at reverse edge guarding you. Like that Baron Fair can kill you like at 110 off stage or even earlier, just because that move is so strong as if they don't stay lit, especially when they get up close. And also they have a down air spike, and that'll kill you extremely early. So generally avoid doing that unless you see them recovering horizontally, because they can just stall out for so long that if you go too early, they'll just get frame advantage over you, and they're able to reverse edge guard you super easily. So, like, throw out your gunman, throw out your can, and then just cover them like that. Like, Villager's definitely a character you can edge guard, but you need to wait for the confirmation that they went into the balloons. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oh, FD. Okay. This is a very acceptable song to have. Yeah, so like right now this is really good. You've got him on the ledge. You're keeping up the pressure extremely well. Yeah, so like this is good boxing. You're breaking his wall very well. Now you're covering the air. Yeah, you're a little bit off your mark there. But okay, yeah. Now see, you've got good stage control. In the boxing game, you're straight up winning. No, yeah, you can't F smash him. You can grab that though. Alright, if you're able to hold that out a little bit longer. Right there, Villager actually had no way of possibly hitting you from that charge. So if you wanted to be like, yeah, bear. Yeah, good. If you wanted to, you could have just held it out. The video quality on this isn't the best. As far as your as far as the YouTube video is concerned. And then yeah, the stream is behind where I am. That's always a Twitch thing. Yeah, that nair wasn't good. Basically, anything Villager would do would trade with it or stuff it out. Oof. I think you're throwing out the clay pigeon too early. I think you need to throw it out later for it to blow up the Lloyd Rocket. Because that's what I'm noticing. Yeah, they just not bear him there. Yeah, that's the other thing about clay pigeon combos too, is that you can just DI it differently, so that way you can shorten the loop for it. Yeah. That was really good for trapping him there, but you didn't really take position. You didn't take advantage of the stage positioning you had. I see. I'm guessing this is it. The thing is that those clay pigeons aren't technically bad because you're actually chasing him down and he's respecting it completely. Okay, down throw? Ah, no. I think you get a down throw it up aired him. Okay. And the other thing too is he doesn't know how to DI that jab. Yeah, don't just wait for them to choose an option. Don't even bother with oh, okay. At least you're ready for that. Oh, that was scary. No, but it's like if they air dodge you, you'll be able to up smash them or down smash them or F smash them. If not, you should be able to catch their jump, especially villagers. Don't go up too high. Yeah, always the ledge mix up. Because, like, we know we can get fair off a down throw, so there's no reason for up air not to work if they DI in. Yeah, okay, now you're using clay pigeon really bad because he's already jumped over you. And you just started forcing yourself to stay grounded. Oh god, yeah, you had like you had frame advantage over him too. You didn't chase him. Yeah, you're like stopped playing the game at this point. Like you're not setting up any advantage that you had at all. Like you've one-tracked yourself to clay pigeon. You're exactly right about that. Okay, now we finally have a gunman out. Oh, you had the fair you had a good zone there, but then you just decided to like resort to clay pigeon. Ah, yeah, see now he's gonna be able to get okay, good. Remember you could just dash dash up smash too. Oh, this gonna be so scary. I was about to say, just be ready for him to throw out that can. Though, actually, if you went for the trade, he would have died. Like, if you just made sure he blew it up on you. You're not even, like, bothering to throw out can too. Oh, God, no, don't stay behind that tree. Just set up the ledge stuff. That load rocket actually... I'm surprised that load rocket actually hit you. I thought it was already past you. Oh, God. Okay, thank God. I was just looking for that air dodge, but he wasn't. He was expecting like a neutral air dodge. Yeah. I think if you get him to 180 now, you can just up throw him to kill him. Like 180, the up throw percentage is something that you should still know, just because like, oh man, it detonated that way too early. I'm happy that you can consistently parry those Lloyds though. Like that's actually kind of insane. Oh my god, and you're playing it so grounded now. Like you've lost all your movement and everything, but oh thank god that forward tilt killed. Like that's the thing. Like you're just slowing down your entire gameplay right there. Like you had all the time in the world to make sure he couldn't play, but you just gave him open arms and just allowed him to play the entire time. And that's something that you need to make sure you prevent. Like you can just shut down everything he wants to do. So make sure you're throwing out those projectiles, make sure you're pressuring him, make sure that he just cannot get started, keep him off stage. And then once you start getting those things down together, then you'll be doing a lot better. Also, think about using that can against him too, just because like when he pockets can, it's always when he's at the ledge, and then it's like when the second he lands on the ground, he's probably gonna toss it out. So if you run up shield, you'll probably get him blown up. Remember that explosion's really big, and it's gonna kill him it'll kill him at 60% and up. That thing is really strong. Like, I don't mind you doing this just because, like, he's always set up the same way. He throws out Lloyd Rocket, he plants tree. That's literally, like, how he started off every single match. So going in there is not necessarily a bad idea. I mean, maybe he's watching your spacing on that, but... The thing is, like, I haven't really seen him throw down an unpredictable pattern at all. Oh, that was good. Oh, that might kill you. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, there it's like Villager actually has nothing to really outrange you there, so that spacing you're keeping with that fair train that you're doing was actually really good. But you literally just reset neutral instead, which I definitely don't agree with. Oh god, yeah, that was bad. That was a good mix-up on his part. I thought he was just going to toss it back because he was doing that earlier. The thing is, like, if you played against that Lloyd like you were going to play against a Clay Pigeon, you actually would have just gotten around it. Yeah, see, that's what he normally does the second he pockets Clay Pigeon. Oof, yeah. That smash would have been the way to go, but... Oh, God. I don't even know why he threw out that Clay Pigeon. You gotta think about more about these Clay Pigeons at the ledge. Those are, like, none of those that you've done at ledge have been good at all. We can. I mean, honestly, I'd bring out Saltcack and Saloon even if you didn't win. But I'm not the owner of the Duck Hunt Discord. As weird as that sounds. Okay, and there. Yeah, see, like, now you've got him in a pretty good loop situation. Oh, he air dodged. Okay. So let's see what you do with this. Okay. Oh, no, that was another fair. Because, like, if you ferret him again, you would have been able to carry him to the platform over there, and then... Oh, God, why these nairs? Because, like, the thing is, he's not at a percentage where Nair is going to even kill him, so you just might as well get the guaranteed damage, save your Nair, and back air for the kills. Now, back air? Oh, okay, yeah. So at least you had the right idea there. Oh, then that was unfortunate. Oof, yeah. You at least had the right idea with air dodging back. Remember, DIN, and then you can just F-tilt him. Yeah, I don't think you would have killed him at 120, but you would have put him in a bad situation. Okay, yeah, looks like you're finally getting your wall set up again. Look for his jumping patterns too, because like you can definitely call him out with some up smashes. Ah, like if I can't let those rolls go untouched. Oh man, you had to set up two without that clay pigeon there. Yeah, it's like right now you're not really trying to trap him at all, so he's able to kind of move around freely, and he's just kind of gotten in your head at this point. And the other thing too is like he's able to throw out a lot more of these threatening options, just because he has such a good lead over you. So there's like a lot of times you did a really good job of closing it back in, but now that it's kind of gone this far out of your hands, oh, that was a good mix up. Oh boy, yeah, yeah, you were just kind of screwed there. Is that it? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, so just make sure stop using Nair in the middle of those combos, just because like that doesn't really get you anything unless like you need a really specific angle off the sour spot, or if like you're tech chasing with on a platform for a kill with Nair, then that's fine. But in the middle of your combos, just always use fair, because like it racks up damage, it has more range, it puts them in a good situation for you to follow up off on. So there's not really a reason to use that Nair. Also, you need to make sure you can land those clay pigeon confirms, because like I feel like you've missed every single one of them except for one. There was like only one aerial that you landed off of those. And that's not good. The other thing too is like, so you need to be like trying to challenge this man's range, because like, outside of the slingshots, he doesn't have that good of range at all. We definitely outrange him on every single level. Of course, like not as good as before since we don't have like, Marth fair, but ooh, okay, that was a good air dodge. Yeah, okay, so when they're at 40%, go for the down throws. Down throws, and then that way you can combo that into the forward airs. And you can do that all the way until like 110%. Okay. Yeah, work on those down throw combos. That's what you want to go for. Oof, yeah. Yeah, you've been throwing out those clay pigeons too often. The Tuan's kind of gotten the hang of that. Oof, yeah. Called you out on that. Yeah, it's like once you locked into the shield, I would have like tried to go for the grab there. Down throw from 40% all the way to 110. It'll combo into forward air. Okay. Man, he keeps getting lucky with all these DI blasts. Like, I feel like you haven't really ever killed him underneath, like... God, well, I don't think you've killed him, like, under 150 at all. Except, like, maybe for, like, that one time you got Clay Pigeon up air. Outside of that, this man's been living forever. Okay, good on you to jump out of that. Yeah, see, okay, now his percentage too high is when you go for down throw. Okay, yeah, good spacing there. You recognize the situation. I would pivot grab for that. Yeah, remember, pivot grab's still ridiculous in this game. So don't be afraid to go for it. Oh, I mean, I wish you went for F smash there, because like there's like, unless you went for a down air and it would have to be a lingering one, there's no way for him to hit you. And there you just got to air dodge. You got to remember you can act out of that. Oof, yeah. That Lloyd will trap you into that. Oh God. Yeah, and that was it. Yeah, the bigger thing that you need to do is work on you need to learn how to play around Lloyd a little bit better. So when you have that gunman out, I don't think every single one of them blows up the Lloyd rocket, but definitely some of them will. Have that can to control above him, so then that way when he's throwing out those slingshots, he has to keep conscious look of the can as well. And then when you're going in, just make sure you push him to the ledge every single time and you learn how to trap him at the ledge. Every single time he got to ledge, I don't feel like he died or he even took that much percent. This man was living to like 180 and he's a villager. Like, villager should not be living that long. You need to make sure you work on your clay pigeon confirms because there is a lot of times where you landed one. It's like, okay, if you got that back air, you got that up air, should have died. You mostly missed it most of the time. So make sure you work on those controls. And then the other thing too is you need to make sure you work on keeping your momentum because like especially in like game three is when you played on the Mushroom Kingdom 2 stage. It was like no, that was game two. I think a little bit of game three too, but game two specifically, like you were in complete control of that game, but then you just stopped moving. Like you just did nothing. You let neutral reset all the time. You standed on the ground, and then you just like threw out one projectile at a time. And you know he had all the room in the world to just set up and then just like start pressuring you, and then everything just kind of collapsed on you. But he was so far behind that you just won that anyway. So you really need to make sure that you work on those two things specifically. So work on your clay pitching confirms, and then just work on keeping on that momentum and then knowing when to actually go off stage and edge guarding because like edge guarding is definitely a big thing in this matchup and a big deal in general for ultimate. But if you don't have the timings and the specifics down, going off stage is more than likely just going to get you killed, as you kind of saw right there. Like there's a lot of times you just kind of got bodied for even attempting the edge guard there. So just practice edge guarding CPUs, like toss villager off stage at like one, I don't know, like F smash villager at like 60%, and then just practice edge guarding those balloons. So like something as easy as that. You can literally practice edge guarding just by doing that. Of course, you're gonna have to get used to getting mix-ups on the fly, but practice edge guarding with your can, practice with the dog himself, so that way you have the timing and aiming down with the dog himself. So that way you know at least how to intercept paths. That's the biggest thing you want to work on off those off with edge guarding. The other thing too is make sure you build into your system do down throw. I know a lot of duckins haven't been doing that, including myself, but like make sure you use down throw as a combo throw from like 40 to 110%, unless you have a can set up. If you have a can set up, then just like back throw them into can and then do your shenanigans, all that. But if you don't have anything set up, then just don't even bother with that. Just down throw will get you the damage, and that fair will get you that stage positioning that you need. They won't be as far as actually they might be just as far as if you forward throw them, especially if you're fairing them at like 90%. So yeah, keep that in mind. And the other thing too, you didn't do this. Pummel the fuck out of your opponent. You can normally get away with like at low percents 2, at like higher percents you can get like 4 or 6 easily. Because like when you start pummeling them, you have to remember that removes from your stale Q, and that'll make all your moves kill earlier. So there's no reason for you not to pummel. Make sure you're pummeling with your grabs. What's up, cereal? And yeah, that's pretty much everything. So clay pigeon confirms. Get that down. Practice that edge guarding. Learn when it's worth it. Just learn the timing. Learn how to do it in general, and then practice edge guarding with your cannon gunman. And then also just work on those down throw confirms and keeping momentum. Those are the biggest things right there. Keeping momentum and the edge guarding and the clay pigeon confirms. Those are your 3 biggest ones. So work on those, and then I know you'll do well.